Hello, I'm Jordan Guth, SoundStage podcast host, videographer, and creator of the Practical Audiophile series. We just posted a slew of videos about new products and our adventures on our YouTube channel. Our trip last fall to Italy for loudspeaker maker Devialet and tube electronics maker Mastersound, the $788,000 per pair Wilson Autobiography loudspeaker, and JL Audio's new Primacy S3 and T6 active loudspeakers, among others. And speaking of the Primacy speakers, you can also find us talking about them in our latest episode of the SoundStage Audiophile podcast. But right now, I want to tell you what's new on the SoundStage network for May 15th. Over on SoundStage Australia, editor Edgar Kramer takes a tour of Australian importer and dealer Pura Sound's new Melbourne showroom. Located in trendy Richmond, Pura Sound brings some of hi-fi's finest audio to the heart of Richmond's vibrant inner-city artisanal cafe and boutique brewery culture. Also in this update, SoundStage Australia's analog specialist Mark Busby takes a side trip away from vinyl-related products and assesses Onkyo's return to quality separates with the new P80 streaming preamplifier and M80 power amplifier. Mark writes, "The accuracy of the P80's VU meters is spot on, and that precision is a representation of the musical and sonic performance the Onkyo pair produces." In his latest lead-in video episode on the SoundStage Network's YouTube channel, Edgar looks at the new Makalu from JBL's Summit series. Edgar briefly outlines the Makalu's driver technology, talks about some of his favorite JBL designs from years past, and addresses stereotypes about JBL speakers that some audiophiles still associate with the brand. Earlier this month, we posted a new installment of senior editor Jason Thorpe's My Audiophile Neighborhood series, where Jason outlines how he set up PMC's huge MB2 SE stand-mount speakers in his friend Rob's living room, along with a pair of NAD M23 V2 amplifiers that each deliver 700 watts in bridged mono mode. Completing the system was an NAD M66 streaming preamplifier, which features Dirac live room correction. In late April, SoundStage founder Doug Schneider and senior contributor Roger Cano traveled to Miramar, Florida for the unveiling of the Primacy active speaker system by JL Audio, which is now owned by Garmin. There are two models, the S3 stand mount with 400 watts of built-in amplification and the T6 floor stander with 1,000 watts, plus the Primacy stereo centerpiece, which provides extensive connectivity options and groundbreaking DSP functionality. As mentioned, we've already posted a video on our YouTube channel of the Primacy. Coming very soon to SoundStage Global is an in-depth article by Roger Cano of these amazing products, complete with listening impressions. On SoundStage Ultra, Philip Gold reviews Devialet's Astra streaming integrated amplifier. During the review period, Philip took in a live performance of Gustav Mahler's monumental Third Symphony, then listened to a recording of the work by the same orchestra and conductor through this super slim amp, which is rated at 150 watts per channel into 8 ohms and 300 watts per channel into 4 ohms. The Astra sound on this recording was glorious and richly colorful, Philip writes, with strong definition from the lowest to the highest notes and from the softest to the loudest passages. I didn't expect this from an integrated amplifier. On SoundStage Access, Tom Moon reviews Dayton Audio's classic CS1000 subwoofer, which features a 10-inch driver and a 180-watt amplifier. Tom says the CS1000 proved to be a boon companion to Dayton's bargain-priced classic B65 stand-mount speakers, providing strong taut bass response perfect for rock or jazz. He then concludes, "The Dayton Audio CS1000 is well built, well priced, and a great value. I recommend it highly." In his monthly unboxing blog, senior editor Dennis Berger gives some clues of what to expect in his review of Onkyo's Muse Y40 streaming integrated amplifier, coming to SoundStage Access on June 1st. On SoundStage Hi-Fi, we have a review by Philip Odette of SVS's flagship sealed subwoofer, the SB17 Ultra Revolution, which employs a massive 17-inch driver and dual mono amp that can deliver peaks of 6,000 watts. As part of his review, Philip played musical selections by Kendrick Lamar and Björk that contained intensely powerful bass passages. Philip has attended live concert by both artists. He says the SB17 was able to conjure the scale of a live show, albeit with far cleaner sound than I've ever heard at a concert. Time and again, it acquitted itself wonderfully across numerous records and CDs, making it the perfect companion to my music collection. When AJ Wykes reviewed WiiM's versatile, affordable, ultra-streaming preamp for SoundStage Simplify in May 2025, he praised its fit and finish, extensive feature set, ease of use, and sonic performance. Not surprisingly, the WiiM Ultra received a Reviewer's Choice Award and was later named a SoundStage Network Product of the Year. Now, the WiiM Ultra has been designated as a recommended reference component. On SoundStage Simplify, Al Griffin reviews Cambridge Audio's CXN100 SE streaming preamplifier, which supports Apple AirPlay 2, Google Cast, Qobuz Connect, Spotify Connect, and Tidal Connect. This new special edition model adds HDMI ER connectivity and an optional black finish with no price increase over the original version. Al concludes, if you're looking for a solidly built, great sounding component to add wired and wireless network streaming to your hi-fi or home theater setup, the CXN100 SE is easy to recommend. On SoundStage Experience, music editor Joseph Taylor reviews Hope and Fury, the latest album by English songwriter and singer Joe Jackson. Joseph writes, Jackson isn't standing still musically, and he's a confident enough songwriter and performer to play to his strengths and rely on his craftsmanship and sure sense of melody. On those terms, Hope and Fury is a welcome addition to Joe Jackson's impressive discography. On SoundStage Solo, senior editor Jeffrey Morrison reviews Sony's WF-1000 XM6 noise-canceling earphones. Jeffrey writes, overall, the XM6s have a fairly balanced sound with a bit of bass boost. I think most people will find them quite pleasing to listen to, and later adds, their noise reduction powers are remarkable. You could look forward to in-depth coverage of High-End 2026 from Vienna, Austria on SoundStage Global starting on June 4th. But there's a lot more great content coming to the SoundStage network. On June 1st, SoundStage Ultra will have a review by Jason Thorpe of Engstrom's Arnie 2-based integrated amplifier. And on SoundStage Hi-Fi, you can read a System 1 review by Doug Schneider of the Frida loudspeaker from Denmark's SV Audio. Coming to SoundStage Access on June 15th is Tom Moon's review of Dual's top-of-the-line automatic turntable, the CS529, which comes with a pre-mounted Audiophile 2M Red cartridge. Thanks for watching and see you on June 1st.